Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this week's episode of Gazzetta Dello FIVE. You got here myself, Joel Beya, Rio Ferdinand, Stephen Howson, and the man we trust, Mr. Fabrizio Romano. How you doing, man?
Ciao, guys. I'm great. Hope you too. Thank you, as always, for the invitation.
It's always good. But listen, we're going to do what we did last week. I thought it worked well. Did you think it worked well?
I just want to hear what Fab's got to say.
Fab, we're going to shut up. Yeah, we're going to shut up. We're going to let you do the talking. Steve, shut up. Thanks for being on time today. Let's go for it. All right, Fab, what have you got for us this week?
I wanted to talk about a really important topic that is the future, because we're going to be in a crazy summer for strikers. I'm sure it's going to be a crazy, crazy summer for center strikers. And the future of Robert Lewandowski is something that has to be discussed, because will be key to understand this domino and what happens in this domino. Because it's not sure that Robert Lewandowski will stay at Bayern in the summer. The situation is in danger between Robert Lewandowski and Bayern. It starts from last summer, when Paris Saint-Germain wanted him to replace Kylian Mbappe, potentially, if he was going to join Real Madrid. So they were thinking about Robert Lewandowski, and it was not even a topic for Bayern. So there was no negotiation, because Bayern immediately turned down the approaches from Paris Saint-Germain. They wanted Robert Lewandowski to stay. But now, Robert Lewandowski is out of contract in June 2022 and 23, and he's not been approached yet by Bayern to extend his contract. So in public, they're always saying, we want Robert Lewandowski to stay, but they're not offering yet a new deal to Robert Lewandowski. So we are still in February. The situation is still under control, but he's in danger, I would say, for the summer, because Lewandowski will only stay at Bayern in the summer if they offer him a new deal. So he wants a new contract. He wants a 2-year extension to 2025 to stay at Bayern. Or
How old is he?
Good question. I think I don't want to say something wrong, but 32, maybe.
32, 33.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have to check. Okay.
It's important. That's important. Go on anyway.
Yes. It's important, but at the same point...
33 is 33. We have someone in the office who just said he's 33.
Okay. 34 in August. So he'll be 34 for the start of the new season.
Okay. And so he wants an important extension, because we mentioned till 2025 would be a really important extension. At the moment, there is still nothing agreed and not even a meeting scheduled with Bayern. Let's see how they will react to this situation. But Robert Lewandowski would be prepared to leave Bayern in case they don't extend his contract in the summer. So keep an eye on Lewandowski, because could be together with Haaland and Mbappe part of this crazy strikers domino in the summer.
Where would Fabrizio Romano's money be on Lewandowski going?
Very good question. I will keep an eye on Paris Saint-Germain again, because the relationship with Pini Zahavi, his agent, is still very good. Pini Zahavi has great relationships also in England. And so I will keep an eye also on English clubs, because I know that Lewandowski always wanted to try something like an experience in the Premier League one day. Let's see. At the moment, it's really open. But I say Paris Saint-Germain because they wanted him last summer, and they will need to replace Mbappe in case he will sign the contract with Real Madrid as expected, or Premier League football. These are the two only options for him.
Is Man United not an option?
Why are you chatting about Man United?
No, because I online, yeah. Why are you so?
Why do you have to always bring Man United into the equation?
What's going on, Man United fans? What's going on?
He's not going to ask for Arsenal, is it? Because that's a ridiculous thing.
No, because you know what? Because I saw it across social media this weekend, and they were like, "Oh, United could be interested." I mean, you signed Cavani, not too long ago. So
Fabrizio,
Cavani will leave as free agent in June,
exactly.
100%.
So, and you need someone.
All right. So what about Mbappe? Where's he going to go? Madrid?
He has a verbal agreement with Real Madrid, but it's not signed yet. But trust me, Paris Saint-Germain are doing something crazy to convince Kylian Mbappe. It's about the money, but it's not just about money. It's about personal life. It's about many different aspects of life in general, not just of football and of money. They're trying to convince him in every single way possible till the last day of his contract. So Paris Saint-Germain are trying to change his mind. But at the moment, Real Madrid are still relaxed. They have a verbal agreement since a long time with Kylian Mbappe, and so they're waiting for him to sign. Let's see what happens, but at the moment, Real Madrid are still.
If I'm Mbappe, man, and he's representatives, I'm sitting there just playing games. I'm just saying, if they're talking like that, I'll just be saying things like, you know what? Okay, if you just throw 3 jets in, I want a jet for each continent. You got a jet? I'll have 3 jets. Okay, yeah. Okay, what about that power block over there? What can I have that? I'll just throw mad stuff and see what happens.
But this is what he's doing, basically, Ariel. This is what he's doing. Not about 3 jets, but this is what he's doing. He's just focusing on playing football and then see what happens. For him, it's a fantastic position. Also because he doesn't seem to be affected by these rumors. Real Madrid, Paris Saint-Germain contract. He's always scoring, always playing at top level. So he's really relaxed. He will take some time. It's also a matter of respect. He now wants the situation to be not so dangerous for Paris Saint-Germain because they're playing with Real Madrid in a few days. And so he wants to be respectful with the club. But then at the end, he will make a choice. And I'm sure that Real Madrid are still the front runners.
Hey, Rio, Fab, I got to ask. Sorry, Joel.
It's all right.
Do either of you know of the maddest clauses you've ever heard of? Like something like that someone's asked for. We know Gazza got a sunbed, didn't we, to go to Spurs. Like, I'm sure the game involved.
Remember Romario, the Brazilian striker?
Yeah.
He used to have like he used to have to be allowed to go carnival. Like back to Rio for the carnival. That's what they say, yeah. So I think Ronaldinho tried it and Neymar tried it, but Romario should do it.
Like,
there's a good story. I think it was Cruyff who was the manager at the time and said to him, "Listen, if you score 2 goals, I'll let you go." And he must have scored 2 goals within 20 minutes of the game and looked at the bench and said, "Yeah, get the plane ready."
That's awesome. I got a question when it comes to Roman Abramovich, man. We're trying to make understanding of what's going on. There's been legal documents legal statements that have come out. Can you explain to us what's actually going on? What's his position now with the club?
Well, the real change is not going to happen. This is the reality. This is a statement where Roman Abramovich is trying to protect Chelsea from the situation. He doesn't want Chelsea to be affected with what's happening to him and to the general situation around him, the geopolitical situation. So this is why Roman Abramovich decided to make this statement. But at the same point, from what I'm told, Chelsea are not for sale. So Roman Abramovich is not negotiating to sell Chelsea right now. And same from Roman Abramovich, he's still the owner and he will be the owner. So he's not changing his plans for Chelsea as of today. Then let's see in the coming years, in the coming months. But as of today, he's not planning to sell Chelsea. What's changing is that Roman Abramovich is officially not going to be involved in any football decision at Chelsea. So it means that, of course, money is from Roman Abramovich, investments are from Roman Abramovich, but football decisions are not involving Roman Abramovich. It means that Marina Granovskaya, Peter Cech, they will take care of everything at the club, as they were already doing in the 80-90% of everything that was happening at Chelsea. So it's not something new, it's not really a big change, but it's something to protect the club, and this is why Roman Abramovich decided to make this statement. But everything will be in the hands of Marina Granovskaya and Peter Cech. It's about contracts, and we know that Chelsea have many situations to clarify about contracts. It's about new signings, it's about the budget, many things to be discussed that will be not up to Roman Abramovich now, but he was never so involved in the day-by-day at Chelsea. So it's not going to be something crazy for Chelsea Football Club, I'm sure. Obviously,
the Abramovich thing was something that I'm not 100% sure on whether I'm buying it or not. I think the big news, obviously, this weekend is obviously Bielsa getting a bullet at Leeds. Was Jesse Marsch always the option for Leeds?
Yes. Jesse Marsch was always the option. He was always the option. He was always the man that they wanted. He's the man that they had in the list since a long time. So Jesse Marsch was the only options for Leeds.
Do you know much about him, Fab?
I have very different positions when I ask about him. A lot of people appreciate him, his relationship with the players. They think that it was really not an easy moment for him to join Leipzig because, to be honest, was really disappointed to see what happened with him at Leipzig. The team is very good, but they were not performing with Jesse Marsch. And so, it's not easy to speak about the manager that had a fail with a club like Leipzig, where many times the managers are doing good. But from Salzburg, he was doing a great job. His relationship with the players, his system, he needs some time. And this is why I'm worried for Leeds that it's not easy to give time to an American manager coming for the first time in the Premier League. It's about how much he will have about time to show his ideas and his skills as a manager. But at the same point, player side, I have very good feedbacks on Jesse Marsch. They love his approach, they love his ideas, they love his methods. It's more about the club. They need to really back him and support him, give him time to show his ideas, because it's kind of Ragnick mentality, it's always about the Red Bull group, and they need time to show their ideas. So this is why I'm curious to see if Leeds will really back him long term, but this is what they say. So interesting one for Leeds.
Conte, he sounded like he was saying goodbye. I don't know if it was a tactical post-match interview the other day.
Just a quick one, Fab. Yeah, my reading of the Conte situation is I think there's 2 elements to it. He needs to have assurances that he's going to have enough money to spend to recruit players and get players in, but also he'll be judging the character, the desire, the application of the players, that if it doesn't match it doesn't matter how much money they give him, he won't stay. And he needs both of them things to work for him to stay.
I agree with you. Rio, in particular with the first point. Because I think his reactions are for the board, more than for the players, are for the board, from what I'm told. Also speaking with people close to Tottenham, close to Antonio, he's reacting like this, first of all, because this is Antonio Conte. I was not surprised. I was speaking with an English journalist after his reaction after Burnley game, and he was telling me, okay, when a manager is doing like this, he's going to leave. Maybe in the morning, maybe tomorrow, but he's going to leave. And I told him, we know Antonio here in Italy, and it was absolutely normal. Inter were first in the table, and many times he was reacting like this because he was not happy with the situation with the board. So Antonio can't accept to lose games. Imagine 4 games out of 5 is something that never happened in his career or in the last 5 or 6 years. So he can't accept to lose. But trust me, he's on a personal side. It's not about football. If he's losing a football game, you can't speak with Antonio Conte. It's impossible. He prefers to die instead of losing a game. Really, he's crazy. He's obsessive with winning games. His daughter, Vittoria, means win in Italian. So the name of his daughter, Antonio is obsessed with winning games. So this is the first point. But his message is to the board. Why? Because we're in February, we are now approaching March, but Antonio wants the board to work already now on the plans for next summer. You have players available as free agents. I'll give you an example. Frank Kessie from AC Milan is out of contract. He's a player that Antonio wanted when he was Inter manager. Antonio wanted to follow him because he was not playing with AC Milan. Then he performed at super level, so it was impossible. But Inter were trying a swap deal for Kessie. It was 4 or 5 years ago. So Kessie is now available as potential free agent. The message from Antonio is, I don't want to see something like happen in January, that we signed players on 30 of January, 31 of January on deadline day. We need to move now. We need to start building something now. Show me that we want to build the winning mentality, not just day by day on the training ground, as I'm trying to do, but also with the board reacting on the market and preparing the market in February, March, and April, and not arriving on 20 of August, signing a winger after losing on Adama Traore and Luis Diaz. This is the message from Antonio, is let's build together, but let's start now. Don't lose time. We need to build something important. We need to fill the gap with Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City. So this is why Conte is obsessed with sending messages to the board. He wants money, as you said, Rio, of course, to invest in the summer, but he wants the club to be prepared to support him and not to lose any single top player, because this is another point. It's about Harry Kane. If Tottenham will face the risk to lose Harry Kane, they will lose Antonio. Antonio wants to build the new Tottenham with Harry Kane as a star. He loves the player. So there are many points into this story.
So do you think Harry Kane stays? Harry Kane against Man City, and forget the Burnley game, but then against Leeds, I was there at the game. He put on an absolute clinic of centre forward play. Yeah, destroyed Leeds, mashed them up.
Yes.
Does he stay?
I agree with you on Harry Kane, but I can tell you that Antonio Conte is in love with Kane. He's really in love with Kane, and Kane is in love with Antonio Conte methods. From what I'm told, since Antonio arrived, the mentality into the dressing room has changed, and for Harry Kane is something that was really important to see. To answer your question, is he staying? I was asking 1 week ago about this situation, the people close to Kane in Kane environment, and the answer was, it's not going to be decided now, February, March, April. Harry wants to play Champions League football. So it's going to be difficult for Tottenham. But if it's not going to be Champions League football, the other key factor to stay is to see Tottenham building something to win next season. So it's so similar to Antonio Conte's position, I think the future of Conte and Kane is a really similar position. Both of them want to win. Both of them want to see Tottenham spending money and investing on a revolution, a rebuilding of the team. And so for Harry Kane, the decision won't be made now. Tottenham are offering him a new deal. They're offering him a new deal since September. And also a few weeks ago, they were discussing with Harry and his agent if they want to sign a new deal. And they want to take some time before saying yes. They want to wait for May, for June, and see what Tottenham will build for the future. So Kane and Conte position is very close at the moment.
What about Pep and Man City? Are they still in love with Kane, or have they lost love?
They are in love with Kane. Pep Guardiola is born in love with Kane.
Yeah.
Last summer they were obsessed with Kane. They offered 150 million euros with 10 million euros on bonuses. So it was huge for Manchester City. I'm sure that they will try to sign again or Harry Kane or Erling Haaland or Lewandowski. These are the 3 strikers that they will try in the summer. So 100% they will go for a center striker. They need a center striker. But at the same point, for Harry Kane, the real point is about Daniel Levy. He doesn't want to sell the player. So it's going to be a big fight again. Maybe, because if they will build something important, keeping Antonio Conte and building something important, maybe Harry will be happy to stay and maybe signing a deal with Tottenham.
Over in Italy, Fab, have you been hearing anything in regards to Gabriel Jesus going over to Inter Milan?
Inter have always been following this boy. You know, it was really close, one step away, I would say, from joining Inter before he joined Manchester City. Pep Guardiola changed the story because he was really close to join Inter, and then Pep called him, and it was a dream for the boy to go to Manchester City to work with Pep, to work under Pep, and this is why he accepted. But Inter have always been following him. Inter will go for a striker in the summer, so I'm sure that they will try something important. At the moment, I'm told there are no talks for Gabriel Jesus because they can't bid for 60 or 50 million euros as of today. So we're just talking about ideas and rumors. But I'm sure that Gabriel Jesus' situation alongside of Raheem Sterling's situation is something that needs to be clarified in the coming months for Manchester City. They're both out of contract in 2023. They need to clarify if they want to trust these players. For Raheem Sterling, there is the green light from Pep. He wants Raheem Sterling to stay. So let's see if they will be able to find an agreement. For Gabriel Jesus, they need to discuss internally and to see what they want to do. Because with a new striker joining Man City in the summer, I'm not sure that the position of Gabriel Jesus will be so clear for Man City.
Is anything in Haaland and Barcelona? There's some talk that his future will be decided next few weeks, according to the gaffer at Dortmund.
I think that Haaland goes to Barcelona,
Seriously?
Mbappe goes to Real Madrid, and the Liga are back on the map.
And it's
Fab, what do you think?
Dueling again like it was with Messi and Ronaldo.
Fab, what do you think?
Good prediction, but I'm sure that the relationship between Juan Laporta, Barcelona president, and Mino Raiola is something really important in this story because they had a meeting. It was day 16 of February in Monaco with Juan Laporta traveling to meet with Mino Raiola. So he's trying in every single way to change the situation for Erling Haaland. And I say to change because Real Madrid and Manchester City are really serious for Erling Haaland, are prepared to offer a lot of money. They are in completely different economical financial situation if we compare with Barcelona. So this is why Man City and Real Madrid are really serious on Erling Haaland. But Barcelona are trying to fight thanks to the relationship with Laporta and Raiola. So it's absolutely open. It's not true that there is something already agreed between Haaland and any club. Every single week we have rumors about it. But he has no pre-agreement with any club. Everything is open. And I'm sure that in the coming weeks, the real fight will start with Man City, Real Madrid leading the race, but with Barcelona trying to change his mind.
Real Madrid can't sign Mbappe and Haaland, or can they?
I can't say that they can't, I'm not sure.
Financial fair play.
For free. Of course they can.
Oh, yeah, he's getting for free, isn't it? Gee, they can get him. Oh, no.
But pays for free, and Haaland is 80 million. 80 million close.
Sugar.
Yeah, that's...
I can't see Pep signing Haaland. I don't know why. Just something that says to me that Pep ain't signing Haaland.
It's too obvious.
Maybe because of the relationship with Raiola is complicated for Guardiola. You remember what happened with Abramovich at Barcelona?
Yes.
You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to add in a little spanner. I don't know if you've seen, Fab. Loads of the fans are always putting in comments every week, asking you questions, this, that. We're actually going to read one from Paul Plickett. He goes, love the channel, guys. Can you please ask Mr. Fab for more? Oh, he said more Arsenal transfers. Is there anything going on?
Oh, my God. This is what this guy's about,
No, it wasn't me, honestly.
It was you. You picked the question.
Well, yeah, I did.
No, we need some time, as we already said, for Arsenal, but will be an interesting summer. I'm sure, of course, if there will be Champions League football. But also, if they can get Champions League football, they will sign a striker, a midfielder. So don't worry for Arsenal summer because they saved money in January to invest in the summer. I'm sure that Arsenal will do something interesting. And they're also working on Bukayo Saka's future because this boy is really special.
I don't like these Liverpool rumours, man. What's going on?
Yeah, it's always Liverpool rumours. This is why I was asking yesterday. And the answer I received is Bukayo loves Arsenal. He really loves the club. He's a really good guy, genuine guy, and this is why he's not planning to leave in the summer. He's not discussing a new deal now because he wants to be 100% focused on the season, not having any rumors around. But then at the end of the season, he will have a meeting. These agents will have a meeting with Arsenal, and so they will discuss the new deal.
If I was Arsenal, I would go and buy Gabriel Jesus from Man City.
I'll take him.
Good idea, huh?
Instantly.
Just another last question from Robert Feck. What about the rumours of a Gravenberch to Bayern Munich?
It's true that they are in contact with his agent. There is still no proposal from Bayern to Ajax. So at the moment, it's not a direct talk between clubs. There is still no bid. But it's true that Bayern are in contact with the agent Ryan Gravenberch. The agent is Mino Raiola, of course. So they are in contact with him. and they like him. At the moment, they've still not decided how much they want to bid, because the value is around 40 million, and Bayern are not so open to spend all this money on Gravenberch. But for sure, they are in contact. So he's another player that we have to watch in the summer.
Okay.
Baller.
Cool.
That's brilliant stuff, guys. Thank you very much for watching this week's Gazzetta Dello 5. Don't forget to watch Vibe with Five, and thank you for the comments. Make sure you get them in, and we'll ask Fab next week. Rio, that was all right, you know.
Yeah, I like that. Fab, well played, man. We'll see you next week.
Steve, thanks for turning up, Steve.
See you in a bit.